Okay, I thought I'd start this video along Gold Memorial Road. So there we go. Welcome to Warrandyte State Park. Just to show anyone that's not familiar with the area, you don't need a four-wheel drive or anything like that to get here. It's pretty easy. So it's just a seal road. Too far up ahead, so the creek is just down to the left. The creek runs along this this road, so pretty much you're allowed to prospect from the state forest sign there, where there's an orange marker down on the bank, and I believe it's up to the next state forest sign. The marker there I've never ever been able to find. So we'll just go down. This is a bit of dirt that you can see go down there. So this is the car park I always talk about. So I'll pull the car up and get out and go back up to where I was yesterday and do a little quick session today down here, and then I'll go up to the mines and give you a look at some of the mines here at Warrandyte. Okay, made it down to the creek. This is where I was working yesterday. That's where I'm going to start working again. Just going to go into there a bit. I think that's not bedrock, that's just all gravels that are packed in that haven't been disturbed for a while. So I'll go that way, I'll come across this way as well. Follow that down. Gonna try out this shovel today. Haven't used it before. I knew that I was going to be going in there and I needed a narrower sort of shovel, so that's what I've brought with me, the Gabby pump. And just these buckets, they're just a cheap bucket from Bunnings, the guys that are familiar from Australia. What I found is they fit this classifier perfectly. These are a bit, the classifiers are a bit bigger than our normal white buckets that we have, or that I normally use. So I found these. So I'm going to feed into there. Obviously the classifier is smaller today. Water's dropped off a lot. So I've got the sluice up there. I'll have to dig a little bit up there as well and just move some dirt to get all the flow through that sluice. But it should be enough. Should be good. I'll just have to dam up over that side a bit. But better get into it. Got a bit to do today. Bit of a walk around. So yeah, I'll start digging here. Hopefully I get a bit of colour. But we'll see what happens. Okay, just been going in my hole and in front as well, where I moved that rock yesterday. So this is the way I just set up this bucket with the classifier on top. The handles come in handy. You just grab both handles and shake it around. Obviously just doing it with one end. So getting a bit of clay like this. It's got a little bit of stuff in there. The rocks in there help sort of smash it apart. So I got a little bit of clay in there. I'm not going to have a lot of material in. Probably, I reckon, be lucky if I got a quarter of a bucket, but I'm just going to do that first. I've spotted a few places up there where I've set the sluice up that I'm going to try as well. So we'll see how we go. Okay, so what I've done is put some dirt here, put some dirt across there. Got the whole creek flowing through the sluice pretty much. So I've classified down low. Haven't even done a test yet, but we'll do that now. Okay, need to put a bit more angle on that. I can afford to do that now that I have risen the water level. So I'll just chuck a rock under the sluice here. Get it to angle down a little bit more. I have to just put some more rocks. Let's find some smaller rocks that I can put under the sluice. So I can lift this top edge up a bit more. Alright, give me a sec, I'll just try and find the right rock to get under there, to get it to lift. That's a little better. I'll just chuck another one in and just see how it goes. Look, what I'll do is I'll stop filming for now, and I'll really pack underneath and lift that sluice up and get it to run properly. Okay, so I've packed some stuff underneath, and I'm hoping this is going to be better. Haven't tried it yet, so that's a little bit better. It's not the best, but that'll do for now. What I'll do is I'll feed all this through, and then don't know yet if I'm going to pull the sluice out again, and see if I've got any gold. Look, what I'll do is I'll collect my next batch of material while that's the sluice is sitting here. It should clear out enough for me to be able to see if there's any gold there in the lettering or in the cells. And I'm going to try a little spot just up here. So just up around this corner here is like an inside bend. I can see some gravels there that look interesting. So I might give them a go. We'll see what happens. But yeah, there's some gravels just around this corner that look like, can't go. This bit actually is really deep here compared to the rest of the creek at the moment. But I'll just show you what I'm talking about, what I'm looking at. So I don't want to slip here. So there's some gravels just in there. Or just down in here. That's sort of the end of the inside bend. But what I'm interested in is just here, where the inside bend starts. Looks like there's some nice heavier sort of rocks that have been dropped off there, so maybe if I dig there, give that a go, and see what happens. Starting to rain a little bit, so that might cut the day short as well, but hopefully it's only going to be a very, very quick light shower, and then I'm sort of protected a little bit, but as you can see, it's raining. Perfect prospecting weather. Not. But we need the rain. We'll increase the flow for tomorrow. Alright, I better get back to it. Okay, clean the sluice out. Got couple of little tiny specks. There's one there, another one there, another one there, and there is a couple of little tiny specks in the gold, in the black sands, I should say. Bit of lead as well. So it stopped raining and I start filming again and it starts spitting a bit. So what I did was I've got a little bit there that I've dug through. Obviously I've classified that down. It doesn't look like a lot of material, but it's going through that small classifier. So dug a little bit. I'll give that spot a test there. That's at the start of the inside bend. Then I'll go to the middle and then I'll go to the tail. And then that'll be it, I think. And then I'm going to go up into the mines. Okay, I'll run that first bucket. What I went and did, I was having a bit of trouble with that other shovel. Just with the rocks. Now, this is where I'm digging. It's close to the start of this inside bend and where all these rocks have dropped off. So I'm hoping you can see how far I've dug. It looks like there's a bit of bedrock that lied a bit there. There's a bit of bedrock there, and then all this is built up all behind. As you can see, it travels down this way. I did say I was going to try there and there. What I am going to do now is just do a little bit more out of here, and that'll be it. It's raining a little bit, and my wife's advised me I'm about 25 minutes away from here, and it's pouring. So I'm about 25 minutes away from home, I should say, and it's pouring over there. So I'm expecting it's going to start pouring over here. But yeah, so what I'll do is do a little bit more out of there. If the weather's okay tomorrow, I'll probably come back tomorrow and do a few things. Really, you know, that's a couple of pans worth of dirt, you could say, that I've taken out of there. I'm only testing, you know. I'm like not full on working in an area. I did try back there. I've got a few little specks. I went, okay, do I keep going there or try somewhere else? And that's what I'm doing here, is I'm practicing. I'm trying to work out how to read a creek. You know, and sometimes, you know, you do all the right things. You go the inside bend, you go the crevices. But I suppose that's where everyone goes as well. Sometimes going somewhere a bit different, or just trying somewhere like... Obviously, no one's worked this for a fair while. I only get little tiny bits of gold here at Warrandyte. It's had a good working over, because it's so easy to get to. Where, I don't know, 32 k's out from the city of Melbourne, for all those that are watching this overseas. You'll probably know Melbourne. It's where they have the Grand Prix, first Grand Prix of the year. So it's only 32 k's away from there. Residential area, like just pretty much 60 metres and you've got houses just on the other side of these bushes. So it's all residential, you know. Like obviously these guys are on a few acres and stuff like that, but it is still residential. I can drive 2 minutes and get into Warrandyte itself, the main road, even though it's still a bit of a old, not a modern sort of town. They like to keep it looking old. Obviously this is the first place they discovered gold in Victoria. This is this creek. It's just down a bit further where the marker is. I've put videos up before of the marker. So I'm going to do one more bucket, and you know, half a third of a bucket, and pack up and start heading off up to the mines. Okay, not a lot of gold, just a few little bits up here, a few more there, Another bit there. There's some finer gold in there with the black sand. So all in all, not a lot. Going to pack up now and head up to the mines. Okay, so I'm at the car park. There's me Mazda 3. Acts as a 4-wheel drive sometimes. Some of the places it's been. Lucky I haven't got stuck. So pretty much you just cross over the fire track here at the car park at Anderson Creek Road. It's been a little while, I reckon about 15 years since I've been up to these mines. Never, was into prospecting back then. I just come up and have a look at the mines. So I'll be interested to see what's happened. But I'll make my way up. Now, somewhere just up here, I think it's right here actually. There used to be a sign. That's obviously gone. Now I know there's one mine up there. I'll go back that way a little bit later. But there's a mine up the top here. So there's a little bit of a track. That's where I'm going to head up. If I see anything that's of any interest, I'll start filming again. Okay, going up the hill. I'm not at the top of the hill. Come to this structure here. See down there hopefully. So this is 4th hill that I'm at. So this is the last. There was 2 shafts dug here. There was apparently a galvanised hut somewhere around here, but might be over there. I'll have a look. I just noticed that over there. I haven't been there yet, so I'll just have a look over there in a sec. So yeah, 2 shafts were done. 1965. The lease was declared void. That ended 116 years of continuous gold exploration and mining on 4th Hill. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll head over this way. As I said, I haven't been here for, I reckon it's a good 20 years. So I'll just see what's down this way on the track. I know there's a mine shaft somewhere that goes into the hill. So just see what's here. This could be another shaft going down. On my way up I did notice a few things like this. Got some quartz still attached to the bedrock, so maybe this is the sort of stuff that they were chasing. Yeah. So these have obviously all been filled in, and that galvanised hut that I was talking about, it's just down here. Hopefully I don't slip, and we'll work our way here. As I said, I haven't been here for a long time. Back then it was probably not as overgrown. I remember coming here as a kid as well, and I remember being able to see a lot of this stuff. It wasn't like this. It totally wasn't like this. There wasn't this much growth out here. So it's amazing how much things change. So yeah, this obviously is the steel hut that they were talking about, the galv hut. Not much really left now. Just In 20 odd years there'll be nothing probably here. These sort of things don't get preserved. So there's another little look, I suppose, of this place. There's probably other stuff around as well, but I know if I continue going up this way, there is a mine, so that's where I'll be heading. Obviously not allowed to prospect around here. Let's see what's in here. Not a lot. But you know, so obviously my video cut out just before what I was saying. You're only allowed to prospect in the creek. I was going to go towards the right, and then it just didn't look familiar. As I said, it's been a long time since I've been here, so I've gone up towards the left, come to this bit here where they've dug. A little bit of quartz there. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. That's all quartz, all in the rock there. There's quite a bit of it here. So obviously this is the sort of stuff that they were chasing. Obviously this bit here appears like someone's been here recently, thinking they're going to chase the same quartz. Probably had a pinpointer or something with them, and thought, yeah, it looks like they've whacked a few bits. So they're obviously getting their pinpointer or some cheap ass detector, and think that the old timers would have, you know, just left a little bit here. Sort of explains where I prospect, which is down back this way. And how well we're going to be able to make it out. You can see even quartz here, but I'm still not at the top of this hill, but right down there, see if there's a bit that's a bit clearer, is where I prospect. And I mean right down there. You can't even see where I actually prospect from here. But yeah, there's signs of workings here. Now I did notice another structure this way, so I'll go up. So if anyone's planning to come in, you know, you go up that track that I said, go past the hut and keep following the track up. You get to a point, a sign, where it's got the Gold Heritage Walk, and you follow that up this hill. Now I'm getting a lot higher than I was before. You get up here, looks like there's something that's blocked off. So it's a shame. There was a sign here, and this is what I do remember. So yeah, a bit of a mine here going into the hill. Might have a look to see what's going on. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, once again, you can see there's all moss. Looks like someone's had a bit of a dig here as well. So this is the mine itself. Don't know how far I'm going to be able to see in here. But just looking to see if I can see any quartz. I wonder if there's bats in here. Could be interesting. I've got a little torch with me, so could be interesting. So just trying to see if there's a quartz seam or something that they'll follow on to come in here. Don't know how deep this goes. I've actually never been in this mine. I used to go into the other mine. It was quite good. It had a big chamber. But yeah, never been here. Just having a little bit of a look around to see what they're actually following. Just looks like it's going straight in. Unusual, just a bit of moss there. Obviously they were chasing something in here. I reckon it's about to end. Okay. It's not about to end. All of a sudden takes a corner. There's a bit of quartz there. So maybe that's what they were chasing. And they've just taken it all out. Might be all along that edge. So you can see how far I'm into over. Actually surprised how far this goes in. Okay. Someone's been doing their LD shopping. Okay, so another shaft going this way. Obviously, I think they were chasing right there, that quartz. We'll keep going down. I think this is the end. Okay. So, nice an echo in here. Yeah. Now we've interesting. So hopefully we'll have to see near the quartz. I'd say they would have stopped. And once again, it looks like someone's been hacking away here. They stop for a reason. They would have chased these quartz seams as far as they were producing, and then a little bit more, and then gone, right, there's nothing. Alright. Yeah. Don't really know enough about this monster. I just don't know how. It's very. Someone's put their name in here. But yeah, it's nice and echo in here. This is a bit of a different thing. Most people say don't go in these things, and you probably shouldn't. I wouldn't advise it. But I thought just have a look to see what that is. It's very strange. Don't know what that is. Oh. I'm going to take these two little bits of whatever they are. They look strange. Might be, I don't know. See what they look like out in the daylight. There's another one here. I think it's a bone. It's a bone of some type of animal. But yes, obviously there was a quartz seam along here that they were following. Well, I'm just checking the ground. It seemed very echoey. So yeah, they're chasing this here all the way along this edge, I think. That's what they were trying to get. Don't know how much gold they got out of here. Might have got a little bit. I'm supposed to do all this work. They must have. So this whole wall here, because it's so flat and smooth compared to this side. This must have been all quartz all the way along here. And this is what they were probably chasing, this vein of quartz. Got all the quartz out of here. And all the gold. Yeah, it's amazing how smooth this wall is. Probably going to run out of time to get out to the other mine. That one, when I used to go in, it goes straight down, then all of a sudden it opened out into a room. And let's just see what these things are. I just don't know. I don't know. Maybe wax. Yeah. Someone's had a candle going in there. So that's what it was. Yeah. So this is one of the shafts here. A lot of probably people have wanted to go in and have a look and see what's in there and haven't. There you go. I'm going to continue on. I'll see if I can get to the other mine. And yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, where I've got to now is pretty much if you followed that fire track and kept following it, it'll bring you up to here. Show you what's just around this corner in a second. So I'll try and pronounce this. It's probably wrong, but I think it's Girardi's tunnel. So Patrick Girardi was the local innkeeper in 1859. They dug along here. They created a tunnel, so over 400 feet deep, 222 metres long. So there was a intersection of a gold-rich quartz reef that they were working through and was a success. But it was also then reworked again by two other miners in 1880. So some 21 years later. So they created a couple of levels. Yeah, this is the mine that I remember going into. So it's just around this corner here. I'll get my torch and that out again. Not that it gives me just enough light to have a little bit of a sticky beak. Now this, as I remember, would go down. Can't remember exactly how far down we'd go in, and then it'd open up towards the left into a big area where you could probably fit about 50 or 60 people. And then you'd keep going down and go around the corner. There were some little holes back then I used to be able to squeeze through, and going to places where you probably shouldn't, but like these mines themselves. But this one looks like it's been preserved a bit nicer. And we'll have a look in there in a second. I'll just set up my light and that and start heading in. Okay, hopefully be able to make out this little map. So, down the bottom there is Anderson Creek, Golden Moor Road, Wirra Prospect. So pretty much it's where I've gone up to where it's got the arrow there where I am now. Obviously there's a lot of stuff here as well to go walking around. Don't have that time today. But let's head into this mine. Hopefully it's not blocked off and I can get in there. Okay. Oh, it is blocked off. Oh well. Unfortunately, it's blocked off. Now that's a shame. So you can get the camera over so you can look down there. But yeah, this goes down a long way. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, what a shame. This is a really good mine to go in. Well, from what I remember. So, oh well, that's it. So pretty much now done for the day. Time to get a bite to eat and start getting ready to get to work. So once again, hope you've enjoyed my little video. Some people may be locals and they might have always wondered what's in some of the mines or what's down here, or might live here and not ever even come down here. So look, it's not far from Melbourne. There's no one here. Like there's some workers on the road doing some road works, but besides that, there's no one here, even if you wanted to just come for a bit of a walk and a look around. A lot more to explore around here at Warrandyte, but this is just a little bit, little glimpse, I could say. Somewhere you could bring the kids. Obviously don't go in the mines with the kids. Some of those walks are fairly steep as well, going up that hill. But this isn't too bad, it's fairly steep. It's a bit hard to probably even see how steep this is, but this is the fire track. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying this stuff. I know this video is going to go for quite a while. I've got to spend about 7 or 8 minutes just in one of the mines. But yeah, it was interesting going into somewhere that you haven't been before. Saves anyone else having to go in there. There's nothing really in there. But you know, people get curious. I get curious. I have got some other mines that I am going to be checking out. Some forgotten mines, actually, they are. So a friend has said that he remembers some as a kid where he grew up, and he sort of gave me a location to go to, but I couldn't find it, so he's going to take me in one day, and we'll go in and have a look and see what's there. He remembers going there as a kid, so things could have changed as well. Might not be able to get in, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, hope you like. Any criticisms, I'm up for it. Any compliments, same deal. Hope you like it. Hope you subscribe. Hope you share. And until the next time, which I'm hoping it's not going to rain tomorrow, and I'll get out to Pan and Hill at Long Gully, or Long Gully Pan and Hill, I should say. And yeah, see how much water's there. I know it won't be flowing, so I might bring the rotor pan down and use that. See how we go. But until the next time, I'll see you all later.